Finally, the Obidient Movement changed Nigerian politics. But some critics have argued sections of the movement have sometimes been intolerant of opposing views. Have you done enough to discourage political hostility among your supporters?
Let me tell you, the Obidient Movement is not just my supporters. The real Obidient Movement are people who are tired of status quo, people who don't like what is happening. They even when I take decisions, they don't like it. They criticize me. There are people who have been subjected to a extent where they are annoyed with the entire system. And you have to bear with them. They are frustrated.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexander Ebute. Today we are going to be talking about Peter Obi, his interview with Seun Okinbaloye on Politics Today, Sunday Politics with Seun Okinbaloye. In the interview, he talked about so many issues bordering on insecurity, unemployment, the current government and how they are doing things, electricity, basically a lot of things. But one thing critically we are going to be talking about is about the Obidient Movement. He was asked about how toxic the Obidient Movement is, especially in the social media space. And he had one answer for the interviewer, that's Seun Okinbaloye. He said this Obidient Movement are people that are desirous, are people that are angry about the situation of things in Nigeria. These people cannot just sit down and watch things go south when Nigeria is at a critical stage. He said that even some policies that he makes or some things that he says or the things that he tends to do, that Obidient Movement are strongly against it. Especially when Obidient Movement told him that he was not going to come out for vice presidential post. That is, the Obidient Movement said that they do not want to see him as a second choice. That is, they don't want to see him as a vice presidential candidate. They want him as a presidential candidate. What we want to talk about today is that who are these Obidient Movement? Because in my own view, Obidient Movement is not, let us forget the name Obidient Movement. Obidient Movement can be paraphrased to patriotic citizens. People that want to change the status quo. How do I mean? Obidient Movement are people that even in the past have supported President Buhari, have supported Jonathan and the likes. Obidient Movement kind of are looking for ways to make Nigeria a better place. And if you check by statistics, Obidient Movement are the literate people, if I will use that word, are the people that are highly knowledgeable. They are not your average Nigerians that are ignorant. Obidient people are very intellectual, if you ask me. They know what is good for the country. Why do I say that? If you look at other advanced countries like Singapore, and the likes, they chose the right person that made their country to stand out till today. Obidient Movement, or Obedience, as called, believe that Nigeria can change. A body came and said that they registered Obidient Movement. And Nigerians are looking at them like, what do you mean by registration? Obidient Movement is not by registration or association. It's just social media that termed it Obidient Movement. They are patriotic citizens that want a change for this country. They are giving a trial and error or kind of something. Obidient Movement, I'm sure some of them have voted for Buhari in the past. But when they saw that Buhari was not functioning the way they wanted him, they wanted to try something else. That's when the struggle for Atiku came up and the struggle for Obedience right now came up. They are trying so many things to make sure that this country works for the good of everybody. Talking about the insult that spokespersons of other political parties talk about, they have to be careful because this is a bad market for them. By the time this current administration finishes their tenure, this spokesperson will want to go and support another presidential candidate or president. By then, it will become a problem. There are some people, if they find themselves around the coming presidential spokesperson like those in the north, for example, the likes of Kwankwaso, it becomes a problem because this so-called Obidient Movement will not even want to see you near any candidate they want to choose in 2031. That's why the likes of Kwankwaso is pitching his tent towards the Obidient Movement camp. These are the patriotic citizens, like I said. Kwankwaso has Kwankwasia movement in Kano, and the movement is known to support Kwankwaso. Now, Kwankwaso in his political calculation would have said that, look, in 2031, when I'm coming outside, I want to join forces with Peter Obi because in 2031 is going to be the turn of the North. Let me support Peter Obi now so that whatever happens in 2031, I'm going to gather his movement and join to mine. That's the calculation he's making. Now, if you talk about the likes of Rino Mokri, the likes of Daniel Boala, if they want to switch camp from this current government to maybe the likes of Kwankwaso in 2031, it becomes a problem because they are going to be bad market for the candidates. They are going to sell the candidate short because of all the insults they have rained on the Obidient movement. So they have to be careful. Even joining them recently is the likes of Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo is so vocal, is so angry at Peter Obi, saying all kinds of things that he has evidence against him. Now they have sued him, and now he's still complaining that why would you sue a Southerner? And all those kind of bitterness you can see in him. It's a bad market because when you want to switch camp in 2031, you do not know where the dynamics will go. Who are you going to go to then? And are they going to accept you? Just look at the likes of Daniel Boala. Look at all the words that he's swallowing till today. In any media house they go, they'll ask him what you said about this current government when you were in opposition. And he's been trying to defend it till tomorrow. So they have to be careful. Look at the person that is supposed to even be the father of Peter Obi in Anambra State, Charles Soludo, Governor Charles Soludo. Look at all the things he'll be saying against him. It's of your own son is campaigning for presidency, and you are here discountenancing him or discrediting him. Anything he says does not make sense to you. And you are not even in the ruling party. You are in ABGA. You would have just turned to your ABGA politics and just leave the guy to just. Can't you take a cue from Hope Uzodinma? Hope Uzodinma is a big wig in APC. But you will never see him saying anything against Peter Obi. But you are the governor of Anambra State, you are always talking about your own son. Now, here's the twist. When the likes of Charles Soludo wants to come out for presidency, who will take him seriously? They have been clamoring for Igbo presidency, Igbo presidency. I've been hearing all kinds of things about Igbo presidency. And now somebody is coming out, somebody formidable, that allegedly won the last election, is coming out to contest for presidency, and Igbos, South or Southeast cannot even rally behind the person. Then tomorrow, the likes of Charles Soludo will now come out and say somebody should support him for presidency. It will not work because of all the things you've done in the past. I know they are playing politics, but when the thing becomes personal, you can see it. It's beyond politics. It becomes personal. It's been a great time with you. I hope you're enjoying this session. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the Obidient movement in general, whether they are patriotic citizens or just the Obidient movement, just like the Kwankwasia movement in Kano, or the articulate in Articles Camp. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification button so that whenever I post any video, you'll be the first person to see it. Thank you very much.